So I'm here on W Beach here at Gallipoli. It's exactly 100 years since the men of the 1st Battalion Lancashire Fusileers landed here. They got about 100 metres offshore when they just got hit with a hail of bullets, really heavy fire, stuck in submerged barbed wire, had real trouble cutting their way through. The rifles were jammed with sand and water. And they had to fight their way up these slopes behind me. Suffered 70% casualties, about 700 men killed and wounded on that opening day. And they had the famous 6 Victoria Crosses before breakfast. They won 6 VCs that morning. Quite extraordinary. And that was all 100 years ago today. So here on W Beach, you can still see a lot of remnants from those days. Here's the rusted hull of a boat that must have been abandoned. Up on those slopes eventually were dug out some places where the men tried to take whatever cover they could. So I'm walking up the slopes of W Beach, looking up towards the cliff top. You can only imagine how difficult it must have been under fire to work your way up these slopes in scenes that must have been reminiscent of the opening of Saving Private Ryan. Bullets hammering down on you, grenades, and just the sheer exhaustion and fear that the men must have felt trying to make their way up here. So this is the view that the Turks would have had looking down on the Brits. You can see, you could pick them off very easily from these trenches that still remain at the top of the hills.